Hey guys, welcome to CavernarCoaching.com video blog. Today I'm with my good buddy, Greg McCoy. Good friend of mine. We both ride motocross. We both are into fitness entrepreneur. We're going to talk about fitness and how to choose the right fitness plans for the end goal. Stay tuned. Hey guys, what's up? So, I'm here with Greg, like I said, Greg McCoy. He is a fitness entrepreneur. He is a gym owner and also a part owner in Better Bodies. It's actually a company that I am been blessed to be a part of. These cool swagger we get to wear all the time. And as you guys have been following me, I did my first show just a couple weeks ago. He has supported me along the way. And we got to know each other for a couple things, actually, not just one. One, the love for motocross. We both love motocross. We're both riders, and that's kind of how we came together. But both of us are fitness entrepreneurs and gym owners. So that was a pretty cool thing that doesn't ever really happen.
Did we just become best friends?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, so like not many people out there are motocross riders and gym owners, so I thought that was pretty cool. We got to really know each other. And we both have this other thing that's in common is that we both have this like way of living, and it's training for a lifestyle. And so, you know, I came from an action sports, active lifestyle of motocross, action sports, surfing, snowboarding, skydiving, all that crazy stuff that's life-threatening, to bodybuilding. And Greg here, he was a bodybuilder that did a lot of shows, and now he is going into the active lifestyle of motocross. And you know, he's newer to it, and he's actually getting really good at it. Watching this past couple weeks ago ride. To kind of, you know, tell people who you are. Let's show the audience who you are and where you come from, and so on and so forth.
Cool. Yeah. Thanks, Turner, for having me on. Like all the stuff that you're doing, and you know, appreciative to be a part of the interviews and everything that you're doing. So thanks.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, appreciate you guys for tuning in. But yeah, I've been in the fitness industry, you could say, a little over 10 years now. I started going to bodybuilding shows with a business card when I was 18. So
oh yeah.
Yeah. So I've been in the game for a little bit. You know, I guess I worked as a personal trainer through college, and then I opened a Metroflex gym at the age of 22. I was the first Metroflex franchise. So I owned that gym for 5 years. And then, and during that time is when I did the bulk of my own competing. And then when I did the bulk of my coaching with athletes.
So you did mostly like coaching for those shows, bodybuilding type stuff? Okay.
Yeah, so I was, prep coaching, during the time that bikini started. So, I was around when the division started, so I was very involved.
So it was just bodybuilding, and then they like added on bikini?
Yeah, it was bodybuilding. Men's physique didn't exist. It was bodybuilding. Figure was the big women's sport. Okay. And then fitness was a little more popular. And then the bikini division came on and exploded. I got extremely busy when that happened. I think at kind of the peak, I had around 100 athletes on the roster.
So to go back on, like you said you were a coach, so that means that you were programming actual fitness plans and nutrition, or just fitness, or kind of like everything?
Everything. It was full service. I mean, I was running the gym full time, but pretty quickly the gym just became a vehicle for my coaching. The coaching business was going faster than the gym itself. Okay. I was writing custom diets, training programs, diets, supplements, cardio, the full spectrum. Oh yeah. To take someone from
full service. For sure.
Yeah, full service.
Oh, you're busy.
And then like every prep coach, you end up being a psychologist. Maybe 80% of the time.
So true. So true. I completely agree. I've definitely been in those shoes before. So
that was and then 5 years of that, and I started. Was going to build a new facility. Things were going well, and that's at the time that Michael Johansson was moving to Dallas.
From Sweden?
Yeah, from Sweden. So he's one of
another motocross rider from Sweden.
Yeah,
he's awesome.
Yeah, so Michael's my business partner, and he's the CEO of Swedish Fitness, which has the brands Gasp and Better Body. So he moved here, and I was gonna rent space to one of their resellers. So someone that just sold Gasp and Better Bodies, and then Michael fell in love with Texas, and I was building this new gym, so we merged together and formed the Destination concept. So. And at that time, the Destination concept was so big, I was like, and I had this huge client load. I love working hands-on with clients, but I was, there's so much communication involved with someone as they get close to the show. I just decided to leave everything on a happy note. Like, hey guys, it's been fun, but I have some great trainers you can work with.
Yes.
Instead of you letting it slowly dissipate and make a bunch of people unhappy.
Yeah, we definitely don't want that. Always end on a good note. Yeah. So to describe and explain what Destination is, it's actually a gym just down the road here. We're in Plano right now, Plano, Texas. They built a nice gym from the ground up, and it's just down the road here. I actually just got done with a workout, did an awesome back workout before I came up here. So it's a gym that him and Michael built from the ground up, literally constructed from the ground up. So it's really cool. So thank you for doing that for the community. It's great to have that in this area. Even though I come from Dallas, it doesn't matter. It's an awesome gym. Even though I own my own gym, I still like to come here and work out and get out of my office to work out.
And you're a local boy, but I mean, we built it for the the fitness community as a whole. I mean, that's why we call it Destination. We want it to be a place that people travel to. If you live this fitness lifestyle, this is like a stop on your map. Like a lot of people have done with Venice Beach over the years. So. We have a lot of people traveling in. It's we've been in Destination for 3 years.
Yeah.
We've had people obviously from the Nordics, that are friends of Gasp and Better Bodies. But yeah, all through Europe, Australia. Yeah. I mean, we've had a really big international
community. I got to meet a bunch of those people that came in for camps and stuff. That was super cool to meet people from around the world.
Yeah, we host international training camps. We'll sell a camp of 20 spots, and they come over for 10 days, and they eat the meals, they do the workouts. We take them to eat Texas barbecue and shoot guns and the whole nine.
So that transitions right into the next question I have, is that you and I have the big common view on training for lifestyle. So these people that are coming over are training for some sort of lifestyle, and it fitness can be a really fun and enjoyable and fulfilled lifestyle through fitness. And so they're coming over. They're all from all shapes and forms of life, and they come through different walks. So let's kind of go into your fitness plans now, because we said that you were from the bodybuilding world, and now you're going into the active and more action sports, action lifestyle. Kind of tell me what type of programs you do currently, like today. Like, did you do weekly? What are you doing now, and what is your end goal? Like, what are you trying to train for?
Yeah, I mean, I'm so thankful for my experience with bodybuilding, because it teaches you how to have control over your body. You have X amount of variables you can control. What you're doing in the gym, what you're putting in your body, what kind of cardio you're doing. And you can control, your body so well that you can really aim it at anything you want to. So, for me now, I'm really enjoying motocross. I recently got into the sport bike thing. Yeah. And, playing around on the wakeboard.
We're going to go there on Friday.
Yeah.
I'm still going to go with you.
So, lots of active stuff. Like, for me, like working in the fitness industry, competing, is it's a little over much. Like, I'm dealing with competitors all the time, and competing is a little much. So, right now I'm doing a fun break. My workouts specifically, I've really been working hard to get my endurance up.
So conditioning, exercising.
Yeah, so I did a triathlon to really switch my body. Oh yeah. Which was awesome. I
saw that picture via social media the other day.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, he's a huge triathlete.
I wasn't the fastest guy in the race, but I was the fastest guy that could bench 400 pounds.
Because you were giant. Yeah. Looking like a giant runner. Yeah. It's crazy. Right,
so that converted me. So for at least 2 days a week, I will try to get on a bike of some sort. I really love the mountain bike, and I think it's killer cardio, and the skill set translates to motocross. I can't, you know, a lot of these motocross guys that are good, you know, are riding 4 days a week, and I just don't have time for that.
Yeah.
But I can easily, you know, go 15 minutes from my house and hit the trails for 45 minutes. And I think it's great cardio, and then I think the skills translate really well too. So.
You know, one thing too is that it's like with like road bicycles versus like mountain bikes. There's more to adventure in trails and stuff, and like trying to go through the trails versus just a boring road. I mean, I've done both. I've done triathlons and I've done mountain biking, and I enjoy. Maybe just because I love motocross so much, and I like to challenge myself mentally while I'm exercising.
Yeah, things like running and road cycling, like I kind of tolerate it because it's you can control your heart. You can control your heart rate zones, and like you control the variables a little better. But like the only thing to think about is how much it sucks. Like there's like all you can think about is this hurts. Like when is it over?
Yeah.
Versus like the mountain bike, you're dodging stuff and like you kind of get a workout, but you don't.
Because you're distracted mentally.
You don't think about the workout. You think about dodging trees and doing this jump bigger than the last time.
Yeah. Okay, so you are training for something? A goal you got now, or you just have like a lifestyle you're just training?
You know, I kind of like do miniature events all the time. Like, you know, I did a couple sprint triathlons. I've done some enduro motocross races. I'd like to do a boxing match. That's like one of my bucket list things.
I knew that you were going to do that.
Yeah, so I've been doing some fight training.
I was trying to drag that out of you.
Yeah, okay.
You said it.
Well, I was scared to say it out loud, but I guess now I have to do it.
Yeah, you do. Okay. All right. So you have those goals. You have like, you know, you're training for an active lifestyle. You're training for boxing. I know that you work out with our good buddy D to go do boxing and stuff. Tell us how you select the actual program and how do you stay on it?
I mean, you
instead of being scatterbrained, because you know when you're all over the map, you can't really reach your goal. So how are you staying on track, and how do you select that? Okay, so active plan. What are you doing to work out?
I do it. I mean, kind of a bodybuilding approach to it. I mean, like I still do my weight training 4 or 5 days a week, but just like a bodybuilder would, I guess. You know, I lay out my week. You know, here's my 7 days. Just like I would in the old days, say, you know, I'm going to do chest Monday, back Tuesday. Now I lay out my week. I'll weight train in the mornings, and then in the evenings I do an endurance activity one day. You know, I'll do like something where I'm hitting like max heart rate, like if it's jump rope or sprints or something. Another day, I'll try to do like at least some fun cardio, like motocross, once a week, or wakeboard or something. And I just divide it up like that.
So you're basically doing some weight-bearing exercises in your mornings, okay? Obviously they're all divided up on rest days and whatnot, and different types of step loading was what it's called, you know, where you're hard, easy, medium days. And then you have your high-intensity interval workouts or high-intensity workouts in the later day, which is sometimes the best, backed by science.
I found it's like, you know... It's the best.
You feel better when you do that?
It's the best for my lifestyle for certain. Like if you're in a professional environment, like I really have
majority of people.
I have a really hard time pushing myself in the gym like I used to after work, because like a tired mind and a fresh body doesn't go good. Like, but if you have a fresh mind, even if your body's tired, you can will yourself through it.
Yeah.
So in the morning, like my body's tired, but my mind is sharp, so I'll hit the weights. And then, you know, I'll have kind of more fun stuff in the evening that's like a mental break.
And I was just thinking as you were saying that, you know, when you do the lifting in the morning, it really kickstarts your body metabolism, so you're burning more fat when you're doing weight-bearing exercises. But say you eat all day, maybe you cheated during the day, and then you do high-intensity interval training or some type of a high-intensity workout, you're going to burn a lot of calories to burn off that cheat meal, or just to burn extra stubborn body fat that we have that we don't want anymore. So that's a great program.
Yeah, it's been great for getting leaner. I mean, we run through Destination. We run these transformation challenges, and I've been participating. You know, kind of as another mini goal for me to have like some accountability. But yeah, it's been great. Like I'll actually weight train on an empty stomach, which isn't something I ever thought I would recommend, because that's like bodybuilding, like treason or something.
Yeah.
But I'll hit some BCAAs and hit the weights, you know, and then I'll do a carb-free breakfast. So that, you know, I'm in that fat burning mode, you know, until the afternoon. and then I'll eat carbs through the day, you know, to really fuel my cardio that night. And then depending on what I'm up to the next day will determine if I eat carbs before bed or not.
Okay.
So if I'm going to train legs in the morning, I'll usually have some oatmeal with my last meal, so I wake up with some glycogen.
Okay, yeah, I got you. So, so to sum up some of the stuff we just talked about to help you out and understand your fitness programs, how to stay on track and how do you select them. You select what your end goal is, okay? So you envision your end goal, which is an active lifestyle. So he's doing weight-bearing exercise at the gym with weights in the morning, and then he's also doing high-intensity workouts in the afternoon, several different days of the week. It might not be every single day, but it could be certain different days of the week. So he is scheduling and putting it on his calendar, and that is one way to stay on track. So that is one form of motivation to stay on track. So he is scheduling his program, whether he is obviously a fitness professional. You could either be a fitness professional or you could get it from someone like him or some personal trainer that's in your area or on catamarcoaching.com. There's tons of places for you to get that. And then for motivation, you already have your schedule. What are you using to just stay on track for your motivation? What motivates you to stay on track to get to your goal?
Man, for me, I freaking love training. I mean, I have a passion for bodybuilding in the sense of like changing your body to do what you want it to.
Yeah.
Like it used to be bodybuilding, you know, in the traditional like flex on a stage bodybuilding, but now I love building my body to do different stuff.
Yeah.
So if you want to build a body that's a good boxer, you know, how do you train? If you want to build a body that's a good motocross rider, how do you train? So it's you know, you can have hundreds of goals. I wish life was long enough to pursue them all, but you know, whatever your goal is, you know, you just break that down into what makes a good X, and then, you know, you kind of systematically train for that, you know. And there's if it's for looks, which is like what a lot of people train for, you know, then that's a traditional bodybuilding-esque workout, you know, lots of low intensity cardio, very diet dependent. Weight training is very, very important for the aesthetics. If it's like a performance goal, you know, then, you know, your nutrition is suited more for performance than aesthetics. So, you know, it's very goal dependent. But yeah, for me, the motivation is, you know, I love doing it, and you know, the more I'll have more fun, the better I perform at some of these active things. So like to me, like, you know, riding with you this time versus the first time I rode with you, was way better. Yeah, that's motivation.
I mean, for sure. I followed you around with the GoPro, and I was very impressed from the last time we rode, like quite a while ago, till this past, you know, a couple of weeks ago, we were riding up there my show. I was very impressed with your improvement. So that was pretty cool, and I knew you were pumped to hear that. Yeah. And Michael too, he was stoked that he heard that from me. So, you know, you brought up a good point about fitness plans. So there is not a turnkey plan for any goal out there. There's not a turnkey plan and cookie cutter nutrition plan for everything that you do out there. There is something specific to you. Everyone's different, so you need to find what your goal is, okay? And then research what type of plan for your fitness, which would be exercise, okay? And then what type of supplement for nutrition, what type of nutrition you should use for that plan to go along with your fitness, okay?
I think you need a coach. I'm a big promoter of a coach, because it's a lot to digest. I mean,
if you don't know it, if you just spend your life educating yourself on it.
You know, and a lot of people will just bounce side to side instead of like a straight line approach to a goal.
Oh my God, you're the first person who said that. I live my life by the straight line of success.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, the fastest point from point A to point B.
Oh, you're like defining it right now. And then getting the idea fair and getting off track. Yeah. Oh, dude, man, this guy.
So you get a coach, and then get a coach for the goal. You know, so find a coach I've worked with. You know, I would consider myself like an advanced fitness person, but I hire a coach for anything that I do.
I mean, I had a coach for my show.
Yeah, you need to find the expert in what you're doing, and like I think there's something to be said for an objective approach. Like when you're you, you find wiggle room and you do stuff that like, oh, I feel like this day I'm gonna do this. Like you do, screw that. Find someone that can objectively tell you what to do.
From the outside looking in. Yeah. And then the last thing that you said that brought up a good point is that your motivation translate into your why.
Yeah.
So he found his why, and that's what motivated him for his goal. His why is why he keeps moving forward towards the end goal. Now, you've heard me say this in other video blogs, it's finding your why. It is so important in anything that you do in all aspects of life. It's finding your why, and then ask why you're doing that. And just keep asking the why question to actually dig into core, the foundation of why the hell you're even doing it. So that brought up a great point. And Greg, I always like to ask one more question to end off our interview.
Sure.
I want to respect your time, and I appreciate your time doing this interview to give good content to everyone out there that's watching. And as anyone out there been watching, they know what I'm about to ask. So I like to ask this quote that I say every single day, that I grew up my mother telling me every single day, and she said Jamodi. And it's an abbreviation, and it stands for just a matter of doing it. And I have it tattooed on my arm. I have it on a steel sign in my gym. It means a lot to me. I've lived my life through it. It has taken me through so many events in life that were really, really hard, and I just kept pushing forward. How can you apply that to your life, and what does it mean to you?
Oh, that's perfect. I mean, in an entrepreneurial sense and a fitness sense, like, you know, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. Like, you gotta just take a step. Like, if people get caught up in paralysis by analysis, like thinking of all the reasons not to do something, like just start, just do it, just dive in, and it'll work itself out. And you know, one of my favorite business quotes too is, you know, bite off more than you can chew, and chew it anyways. Just like, you know,
awesome.
just take it on.
I've never heard that was great.
Yeah, failure is okay. Like, be okay. Like, every successful person has failed a lot of times. So just dive in and do it. And you know, it's way better to have, you know, to reach for the, you know, stars and end up in the clouds than it is to reach 5 feet above your head and get the goal. Like, have a huge goal. Even if you miss it, you did really good.
Yeah.
If you set low goals and achieve them, like, you're not challenging yourself. You leave so much on the table. So
that's awesome. I appreciate you answering that question for me. Thank you so much for your time. Guys, this interview has been strictly on fitness and finding your niche and your why. So if you have any questions, comment in the comment box down below. Like our video, ask us any questions, share with your friends. You could actually impact somebody's life for the better. You never know how you can have a great impact on somebody's life. And remember, guys, Jamodi, it's just a matter of doing it. Take care.